Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel for another video today. Happy Friday. If you're new here, my name is Brittany and I have lost 95 pounds now on branded Mounjaro and then on compounded tirzepatide. I am a lifer on this medication, and here on this channel I share all things GLP-1 related, news, personal stories, new products that are coming out or on the market or in test results, all of the things. So if you are interested in any of that, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stick around. Now, today's video, as you can tell, I'm in a different area, but sometimes when the thought strikes, you just got to hit the ball with the bat, right? So I'm currently upstairs in my loft. My daughter is in the bathtub over there using one of my Lush bath bombs that are ridiculously expensive. And so I thought that I would just sit down and have a chat with you guys. Sometimes as a mama, you got to use your time wisely. You all know if you're a parent. So with that being said, there is something like I think very serious that I want to talk to you guys about today, and hopefully through what I have to say, deter you from going this route if you were considering it or thinking about it. Now, we all know that Mounjaro, Zepbound, tirzepatide, Wegovy, whatever, that it's expensive, right? Branded medications are $1,000+ a month, whether you go with Wegovy or with the Zepbound, they're expensive. If you use a savings card, you can get it a little bit lower, but it's a big commitment. It's a big financial commitment for all of us every single month, because as I've reported so many times, for the vast majority of us, it's not covered by insurance and probably won't be. Again, I've covered that several times. But because of that, because of the price of the medications, a lot of people have been turning to compounded medications, which in my opinion is fine. I use a compounded medication. I've been with Orderly Meds now for right at a year. Wow, that's crazy. It's been a year now. I love them. I love them more every single day. They have a lot of great deals going on right now. In my opinion, the best telehealth company. There's a link down below if you want to. They're still selling tirzepatide, but I'm with compounded tirzepatide is what I was trying to say there, and I love it, right? However, some people, with the news of compounded possibly being taken away, there is the current lawsuit right now with the OFA and the FDA and Eli Lilly kind of all tied up in a ball, and they're fighting it out in court right now. But it is very likely that compounded tirzepatide will be going away sometime shortly, right? With that news, I have been seeing a lot of people on different Facebook groups, in Reddit forums, which if you want to see what the people are doing, like, I know that Reddit is not a source, right? Like, you can't go to Reddit and find credible information for the most part on a normal basis. You might come across it here and there if you find a verified account, but for the most part, you're not gonna get reliable information off of Reddit. However, you can see what the people are doing. You can see what personal experiences are going on, what choices people are making, what people are saying about different things. You can find those answers on Reddit. And so I do go there and read just to kind of get opinions and things like that for my own content creation, but also just so that I kind of know what's going on. And I have seen a lot lately people talking about the gray market, and I need to talk about it. If you don't know what the gray market is, I'm so happy that you don't. But essentially there are several different websites. I have looked at them all. I've done a little bit of research and looked into a lot of these different websites. And essentially what they do is they offer research grade peptides for purchase. These will come in powdered form, okay? And I guess you can probably see where this is going. So essentially there are people, in fact, I had somebody comment in my comment section yesterday talking about how they call it the gray market. She has been on gray tirzepatide for a long time. Has been losing weight. That's great. I'm glad she's not dead. But essentially they will order these peptides that clearly say on them, for research purposes only, not for human consumption. There's a warning, there's a legal thing, disclaimer. It's all there on the website. They cover their tracks for sure. We'll get to that in a second, but people have been ordering it. They've been ordering large quantities of it. They freeze it because you can apparently freeze the powder. And then they are mixing tirzepatide, semaglutide, retatrutide. I cannot say that word. Retatrutide, for Christ's sake, when that's not even available in the market. That's not even on the market yet. These companies are selling it. They will mix it themselves and they will try to take it. And y'all, I cannot even begin to explain how dangerous that is. There is a huge difference between, in my opinion, between a person using a compounded medication through a 503A, 503B pharmacy that is regulated on some level. We'd like to think they are. That is being, they're in a pharmacy with a pharmacist, with somebody who knows medicine, who has taken all of the classes to know all of the medicine things, mixing your medication, right? Like multiple pharmacists, there's all kinds of them, and they go through checks, and this pharmacist checks that pharmacist's work, and they do all of the things. You in your kitchen, you're not doing any of that. You don't know what you're doing, guys. And you can come at me. People might be like, Brittany, you're stepping out of line here. We do it and we've been doing it great and it's cheaper. And what are we supposed to do? Come at me. I would so much rather be hated than not talk about how dangerous this is. Like, so dangerous. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know if you're mixing it properly. You don't know if you're adding the right things into it. You're not being sterile. You're not in a sterile environment. The peptide itself is a research grade peptide, meaning it's not of the proper grade to inject into the body. Y'all, I know that we are desperate. Everybody is. Everybody wants it to be more affordable. Everybody wants that. Most people want to see compounding stick around, even people that are on brand, because they realize that if all these compounders jump back to brand, they're not going to be able to find their medication. So we're all worried about this. Everybody is. But guys, do not put your health, your life in danger to get this medicine. Like if you're gonna, I don't even know, take out a credit card and rack up a bunch of debt, I would recommend you do that before I recommend you buy research grade peptides, mix them in a vial in your kitchen and inject it into your body. Now, this is just one of the scams that's going on right now in the GLP-1 world. I have touched on this a little bit, but it's not just this. This is a big scam though. Like I said, they have the legal disclaimer. They have the not for human consumption thing right there on the page. So even though the websites are putting all of the correct things, right? Like they're putting the legal disclaimer, they're putting on each and every product that it's not for human consumption. They're doing what they have to do to cover their own butts. They know what they're doing. Make no mistake. It's not. Okay, so you remember how 2 videos ago when I was like, it's morally incorrect to do a chargeback. This is morally incorrect, okay? This is ethically and morally incorrect. And these people, it's like they know who they're selling to. They might have had a client base, 2-3 years ago where we were having research studies, people, like medical schools and stuff like that purchasing these peptides, but now they know what they're doing. They know that people are buying it. They have to, with the amount of it being purchased now at this point. They put those disclaimers up there because it covers their butts. And it is a scam and it's wrong and it's dangerous. That's the first thing that I wanted to talk about. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk about the gray market. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. And if you want to come in my comments and tell me about how great it is, I don't even know. Come on at me, I guess. Because you're not going to change my mind. There's not one of you who can convince me that it's a better idea. Now, the second thing that I wanted to talk about is all of the GLP-1 things that life says that you need. And I've touched on this before, but I can't talk about a scam using people thing without talking about this as well. All of these companies, even freaking Healthy Choice, talking about their GLP-1 meals. No, they're not. They just slapped a GLP-1 logo on it because GLP-1s are popular right now. And that makes you and me, the person that is trying to lose weight on GLP-1s, be like, oh, it says GLP-1. That means it's safe for my diet. So I need to buy those. That is what Healthy Choice and all of these other companies are doing. I walked by GNC the other day. I went in GLC to get the Bear Bells, which are phenomenal. Thank you to everybody who recommended those to me. They are the best protein bars I've ever tried in my life. I'm a purchaser for life, but I went there to get those and there was literally a whole wall of all of the GLP-1 things that you need. And I think that is absurd, and all of the things. I know that this is not the first market that companies do this for, right? Companies chase the money and they chase where the fad, quote unquote, this is not a fad, but they're chasing the movement. And I understand that. But there are companies who are like blindly lying. I'll see Facebook ads, it'll say GLP-1 powder, right? And it'll try to get you to buy this like energy, like pre-workout powder that says it's a GLP-1 and it's going to naturally produce GLP-1 in your body. And that's just not true. I've seen several of those. There's the gummies by one of the Kardashians, Lemmy, I think. Courtney, is it by Courtney? There is no GLP-1 gummy, y'all. They are tricking you. And it's not just that, it's the powders and it's all of the different vitamins they say you need. And it's all of the special meals and the meal plans and all of the things that they say you need. You don't need, you just don't. If you take anything away from this video, please let it be that you won't use the gray market. I'm going to have probably 700 Redditors coming at me in my comment section, and that's okay. But I feel morally obligated to warn you against doing that. It's not worth it. Your life is not worth it, guys. It's just not worth it. It's not. And people can say, oh, well, we're just sub-Q injecting. And so you're just going to get like, you know, cellulitis. And if you catch it soon enough, then you'll be okay. Why? I wish we weren't this desperate. I wish we didn't have to be this desperate surrounding GLP-1s. I wish that they were more affordable. I wish that everybody in the world could see how much better and how much like everybody is when they're on them and how it changes everybody's life and how for the majority of us, it makes us feel a way that we have never felt in our whole lives, in a way that we've been chasing for our whole lives. And I wish so badly that it was different. But I think it will be one day. I think it will be eventually. And I want you guys to remember that as well, that we will get through this hard part together, but let's not put our health and our well-being at risk to do so. If you come across one of those people telling you to buy gray market, I encourage you to tell them that it's not a good idea, to say it, to not just ignore the comment, to speak out against it and say, this is not a good idea. This is dangerous. And maybe somebody else behind you that comes and looks at one of those comments will say, oh, this must be dangerous. It'll trigger something in their brain. I think if maybe we all did that, maybe less people would be, you know, pushed towards that option. They will share their secret gray market groups, and it's just, it's not good. There are probably people, no, I'm not even going to say that. I was going to say there might be people that are smarter and could do a better job of mixing it than others. And I guess that's true, but it's still dangerous. Like, even if you're a freaking doctor, you're still mixing research grade drugs. So it's not a good idea for any of us. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you agree with me, let me know down below. If you don't, I'm sure you will also let me know down below. But I needed to say this today. I needed to speak out on it. You guys know that I do not push anything for this very reason, because I don't want to take the advantage of people who are so vulnerable. People who are trying to lose weight are vulnerable, right? I share things that I believe in, that I've used, Orderly Meds, and then a few Amazon links here and there of a walking pad, right? But I'm not going to share a vitamin that is GLP-1 and it's going to make you lose all the GLP-1 weight. It's just not me. And I hope that you learned something about what not to do. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'll be back on Monday for a normal, not me screaming at the camera video, I guess. But until then, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.